Ann Arbor is changing the way we cut down trees when they reach the end of their lives, which could be naturally with age or due to blight, storm damage, or even new construction. Almost all cities across America will chip up their fallen trees, and what you're about to see here is business as usual. Ann Arbor's skilled arborists will drop this tree in one fell swoop. It is dramatic, and may be the most time-efficient method for this particular tree, but as we will see, it can also damage valuable wood. This is not an issue if the end goal is mulch, but is that the best use for our urban trees? Here, you'll notice how this practice can break the wood. Generally, cities and their citizens do not question this or even think about it. It just happens because that is the way we have always done it. Or is it? Before mass transportation via trains, trucks, and ships, we maximized the utilization of our local fallen urban trees to their highest and best use. They didn't automatically go to their lowest use as mulch, firewood, or waste. So what are the real costs and impacts of this more recent practice? Here in Ann Arbor, every year, we lose about 600 trees, reducing our carbon storage capacity by approximately 1,100 metric tons of CO2, or about 1.5% of our canopy's total storage capacity. We estimate that about 480 metric tons or more of those losses sit within furniture-grade urban lumber. Urban lumber is wood sourced from any tree that came down for any reason other than its wood value. It can come from urban, suburban, or even rural environments. In Michigan, we miss out on the opportunity to continue to sequester over 77,000 metric tons of carbon stored within this furniture-grade urban wood. Across the US, that equates to a missed opportunity of about 76 million metric tons of carbon per year. In Ann Arbor, every year we plant about 1,000 trees, which is great, and you think that would keep us ahead of the losses. But the reality is that it takes planting 1,000 trees per year over 10 years to replace even that first year of losses in CO2. Therefore, not only will the city never catch up, but we will also continue to lose more and more carbon storage capacity in our lost trees than we recapture with our newly planted trees. This oak is being dropped off to be eventually chipped, with a high probability the carbon stored within will be released back into the atmosphere. In addition to the carbon losses and CO2 emissions, in Michigan we estimate the missed economic opportunity to be over $27 million and about $753 million nationally per year. This begs the question, how do we help mitigate these losses and capture these opportunities? We design, develop, and implement a utilization program, or a circular urban wood triconomy, in partnership with Urban Ashes, what is called the cut model. The cut model ensures that the large logs are utilized to their highest and best use, from furniture-grade lumber to industrial-grade lumber to biochar, firewood, or mulch. In this new process, the change occurs in how the larger viable logs are processed, or in this case, are sorted and diverted from the mulch pile as much as possible. They are cut in sections with care to ensure the lumber stays in good condition for milling. Any small or otherwise non-viable trees or parts of trees will continue to be processed as usual, as mulch or firewood, ensuring there will be more than enough of these for all of our needs. Here, the arborist has taken care to tie up the sections of trunk so they can be dropped without significant damage. Many trees need to be taken down in sections anyway because of their proximity to wires and other obstacles. Then each section is carefully loaded to be taken to a local drop-off to be milled and turned into lumber. This single black locust tree will produce 1,500 board feet of furniture-grade lumber and sequesters over 2,700 pounds of carbon. That's more than a metric ton. Evident here, there will be little that changes in this process for the city, but will have big impacts moving forward. Once these viable logs are diverted, they begin to realize an economic value. But until that happens, all fallen urban trees, even giant walnuts, are an expense and a liability to our city. They have no value until they begin to be processed into lumber or slabs and durable wood goods, sequestering carbon, saving precious resources, and boosting the local economy. The milling, kiln drying, and other post-processing done by local professionals and hobbyists, like those within the Urban Wood Network, make this opportunity happen with our salvaged logs. These local urban wood resources also decrease our community's carbon footprint through decreased transportation needs while creating a more stable local wood supply chain. Through these public-private partnerships created within the CUT model, Ann Arbor and the surrounding communities in Washtenaw County will decrease their carbon footprints while increasing local jobs and economic impact. Ann Arbor is adjusting and improving the way we cut down trees, and we thank you for logging in with us. Hopefully you saw all the benefits.